Hello everyone, today I am going to demonstrate the 7th experiment of electricity and magnetism lab. Here the aim of the experiment is to study coercivity, retentivity and saturation magnetization of a given ferromagnetic material. To perform this experiment, the apparatus required is a CRO, that is cathode ray oscilloscope, ferromagnetic specimen, solenoid with pickup coil, this one is, and a hysteresis loop tracer, and 2 BNC cable we require for this experiment. So first of all, let us understand the hysteresis loop. So here I am going to draw the BH loop. So in the x-axis I have drawn the H value. The H is the external magnetic field applied, that is in gauge, and in the y-axis it is denoted as B. So here that is BH loop. B is denoted as the magnetic flux density of the material. So that is also in gauge. So when we increase the H value, that is the magnetic field, the B also increase, and to a particular point, means there will be no, when we increase the H value, there will be no increase in B value. So this is constant. By increasing the H, there is no change in B. So this point is called as a saturation magnetization. That is saturation point. So again we have to decrease the H value. So it will come back through this, but it will not happen in the ferromagnetic material or magnetic material. It will be the B will be like this. When the H will be 0, there will be some V value on the magnetic material, and this point is called as a retentivity. So to make B as a 0, we have apply a negative value of H. So when we decrease the H value, then it will become like this. So at this point the B will be 0. So we have to apply this much of force to make the V value as 0. So this force is called as a coercivity. Again in the negative side, when we increase the H value, again it is goes to the saturation point. Again it will be like this. Like this. So here the aim of the experiment is we have to find out the saturation point, retentivity point and coercivity point of a ferromagnetic material. So how to measure the saturation point? Here we are using the CRO to trace the hysteresis loop. So we have to saturation point. This is the saturation point. This is the saturation point. So we have to measure the total distance in the y-axis. This is in y-axis, and whatever it is that is divided to is the saturation point. Similarly, the retentivity. This is in also in y-axis. So this point and this point, we have to measure this distance in the y-axis from the CRO, and this distance divided by 2 is the retentivity. Similar thing, coercivity in the x-axis. So from this to this, the loop width, whatever divided by 2 is the coercivity. So here the theory part is completed. Now we go through the practical.
Uncle.
Here we start the experiment. So first of all we have to measure the pickup coil diameter. Already it is measured and written on the manual. And the sample rod, this is the sample rod, you have to measure the diameter of this. Which one you are going to use, you have to measure using the vernier caliper screw gauge. So first of all we have to calibrate. So we have to switch on. When we calibrate, in the first table you can see that is the magnetic field display on the amplifier. So the magnetic field means this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this one, this is the magnetic field. So we have 1 to 9 values. So this shows in gauge, okay, this magnetic field, and this magnetic field is a H that we are giving to the solenoid. This is the solenoid, and the magnetic field is goes through this, and this the pickup coil, that is the flux density of the ferromagnetic material, that is goes input to the hysteresis pressure and gives the output through the CR. And the second row is the magnetic field on the x-axis of CRO in volt. So here the CRO is showing the x-axis and y-axis in volt. So you have to calibrate that in 105 what is the x-axis voltage. So I will show you. First of all, calibrate the waveform like this, that first there is no means blank sample holder is keep inside the solenoid, and giving a magnetic field you have to phase shift and edge balance and DC balance, and vary this one in such a way that there will be a straight line passing through the origin. And one thing you have to remember, that whatever the output is showing in the CRO is inverted, because the internal circuit which is given in the manual of the hysteresis loop is such that the output of the BH curve, that is in the first quadrant and third quadrant, but here it is inverted so that it is showing in the second and fourth quadrant. So here it is coming. Already I have set the calibration in such a way that the straight line is passing through the origin. So this is in off condition, it is in center. Now it is 28, so you have to write the magnetic display amplifier in gauge is 28. So for that, the x-axis, this is a 1, 2 and 2.4. 2.4, and the x-axis is this one, so the multiply by 0.2 volt. .4 multiply by 0.2, and that will be the x-axis in volt. Similar thing, that is 57. So for 57, 1 2 3 4 5 and 5.1 into 0.2. So how to check the CRO reading like this? If that is x-axis, one box is a 1 volt. Okay, so this is 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 5.1. 5.1. So the x point is where? The x, that is in 0.2. So you have to multiply this by this. So similar thing you have to do for the whole magnetic field. So what is the voltage that we have to write? So the calibration table is completed, and the calibration factor C, that is H, that is the magnetic field in gauge divided by the magnetic field in volt. So from that we have to calculate the average calibration factor that will be used for the further formulas. So the next table, that is coercivity. So for that we have to put a sample. Put a sample on the sample holder like this and keep it inside the solenoid. Now you can see there is a hysteresis loop in the CRO. Okay. So here we have to measure the coercitivity. Coercitivity is in the x-axis. So we have to measure the width of the loop, and that is divided by 2. That will be the coercitivity. So we have to measure for each magnetic field. For the 28, what is the width, and for 56 also. Similarly, we have to increase the magnetic field, that is the H, and we have to write down this width divided by 2, that is the coercitivity. We have to write down like this. And there is a formula, you have to put that one and we will get. So from this hysteresis loop or BH loop, you can get the saturation magnetization. So you have to note down the y point, the top one to the bottom one, and divided by 2. That will be the saturation. So you have to measure this to this, divided by 2, whatever it's come, that is the loop height for the saturation magnetization. And for the retentivity, that is the height of this point to this point. This point where the x-axis means the y-axis is 0. So you have to measure this to this point and divide it by 2. That will be the retentivity, means that is the y-axis height in volt. So these are all in the volt, which is showing in the CRO, and in the hysteresis loop what will be showing, that is in gauge. So remember these things. In this way you have to complete the whole experiment. Thank you.